Welcome back, everybody. Um, where's everyone? Oh well, BFDIA 14 was released a month ago, and let me tell you, it was amazing. But then I realized that the last two episodes of BFDIA were pretty good too. So I decided to make a poll out of it, and you guys said that you will be interested in seeing one. So here you go. I'm just gonna make this clear enough, okay? First, this is my opinion based on my personal thoughts. So if you have any disagreement on my list, you can put them nicely in the comment section. Or you can send me death threats too. Yay! Okay, I don't really care. Second, this ranking will be from worst to best. Third, I will separate them with scores from 1 to 10, where 1 out of 10 is the worst and 10 out of 10 is a masterpiece. And finally, I won't be ranking BFDIA 5B since it's a game, not an episode. With that said, we can start with my least favorite BFDIA episode. In 17th place, we have BFDIA 3 with a score of 3 out of 10. Out of the 4 Insectopus Nightmare episodes, these and BFDI 24 are easily the worst ones. Only four things happen in this episode. Dora gets eliminated, the alliance is expanded, people die, and Warband is put up for elimination. The rest of this episode is just jokes. And don't get me wrong, the jokes are really funny. However, when only four things happen in an episode, it ends up pulling me down. In 16th place, we have BFDI A10 with a 4 out of 10. This is our first post hiatus BFDIA episode, and let me tell you, it's not that bad. This episode has a lot of special moments, like for example, the highway, the hell, the mini song, the dubstep remix, etc., etc. My problem is that it just feels out of place. I don't know. It's not a bad episode, like I said. I just don't like how this episode was handled overall. Although I have to be honest, making everyone but Fries be on a team was very funny since we saw a lot of unique interactions like Connie and Ruby or Spongy and Book, and I love the yellow light scene with Golfy and Tennis Boy. Nonetheless, it just didn't hit as much for me. In 16th place, we have BFDIA 4. It has the same problem as BFDIA 3, as both have very little important scenes. The only real difference between BFDIA 3 and 4 is that I just find BFDIA 4 a little funnier. Yeah. In 15th place, we have BFDIA 2 with a score of 5 out of 10. Yeah, I will have to admit it, this episode was carried by Evil Ify. Because, let's be honest, not much happened in this episode. Donut was eliminated, Woband was created, Fries made everyone go to hell, Gothball proclaimed herself as the leader, Leafy became evil, and the alliance was pouring lava? No wonder why they lose. But the way Evil Leafy captured Spongy will always be in my head. This is an episode, nonetheless. In 14th place, we have BFDI A8, with the same score of 5 out of 10. Not gonna lie, ever since this episode came out, I had a little feeling about the post-hiatus episodes becoming somewhat worse, specifically because of invalidating BFDI A5, restraining golf ball to the tree, and then putting Warband up for elimination by cheating. But if we ignore that, it is really a pretty good episode. Price gets more authority, Ice Cube and Book get a cute moment together, Spongy gets more respect from their teammates, and Koine gets sent to freaking space. Amazing episode 10 out of 10. Oh shoot, I already scored it with half of it. Nah, it's basically the same number, just multiply it by 2 and ta-da! Whatever. In 13th place, with the same score of 10 out of 10, divided by 2, we have BFDIA 5D. Not that much to say, the only episode's purpose is to recover everyone and put them back on track for the race. Also, what was Wabanch's plan exactly? Like, I don't think that recovering a member of an enemy team that was already dead and doing practically nothing about it was a good idea. But whatever. In 12th place, we have BFDIA 5Z. It's just a chaotic mess, and I love chaos. So now you know why I like this episode so much. In summary, the whole team no name gets killed stupidly, while Bunch murders themselves brutally just because they couldn't listen to Spongy. And Free Smart, well, is Free Smart. Of course they will do something insane. Just like, bullying themselves, blowing up themselves, and killing Evil Leafy. Evil Leafy! The contestant plays so badly that Fire Speaker but had to help them out by bringing an HPHPRCC because Prismar had crushed the old one. Oh wait, they didn't die by the explosion. Well, this was a certified 6 out of 10 episode. In 11th place, with a score of 6 out of 10, we have the very episode that started it all, BFDIA 1. Even though it was said that there won't be a season 2 at the credits of BFDI 25, they continued. And oh, I am glad they continued. The episode starts with everyone chasing Leafy and banishing her to Joyland. Then we have a chance to meet the new contestants. And to kill the stupid losers. Mwahaha! I kinda forgot how much spotlight Puffwell had in BFDIA, but I guess that explains the amount of prizes she got in it. In the end, the most balanced teams were created, and they fought in the most fair challenge ever in BFDI history. No plot involved, nor bias, of course. Anyways, it's a decent episode to the start of the season, but nothing else. Although Lollipop's old voice was kinda funny. Entering the top 10, we have BFDIA 11, a 6 out of 10 score episode. This episode was not that liked by the public, or at least that's what I have heard, but to me, it was a decent episode. Look, I'm a strong believer that eliminating Spongy was a good idea. However, they also forgot about the Coiny and Spongy arc very quickly, and they even threw it out entirely. And I didn't like that. However, having Flower as the host was really funny and a good choice too. I just wished it was lasted longer than an episode and a half. Outside that, the challenge was very fast paced and funny to watch. They also bring back the old teams, and I think that was a good choice too. We are halfway through the list, and we start with BFDI 12 with a 7 out of 10. Like I said before, I love chaos, and oh, this episode is filled with it. Or should I say, bug filled with it. Oh my god. I'm not an insectophobic, and I love the team dynamics. Neil being the new alternate, Price being alone again, Tennis Ball and Golf Ball being together, Pink being tortured a third time. Wait, no, not that one, not that one. Hold on. I also love the few funny moments, specifically the theater ones. The only thing that I don't like is Ruby's sister's part. I don't know. I just felt it very forced. In the end, it is an entertaining episode to watch, at least for me, as you could have told from my last video. Wait, there you go, much better. Entering the 8 out of 10 scoring, we have BFDIA 5A in 8th place. Seeing not only Bubble but also Leafy in the first minute of the episode is kind of cool, since neither of them are competing. So it's nice that they have the chance to appear and do stuff. Then, the elimination. It was surely a unique one. Not only did this elimination start the pink bullying, which, unlike others, I found funny, but this is also the first elimination with the voters' comments. Not only that, but also Matt not being instantly eliminated in that episode also made this elimination unique. Oh, shoot, sorry. I meant to say 3. Yeah, sorry. Oof, that was a close one. Because sincerely, the part that stuck with me the most was the last scene. Spooky. Okay. I will admit it, this scene scared me when I was younger. Although it would have been nice to see tennis ball below his trebuchet. Come on, buddy. I believe in you. In seventh place, we have BFDIA 15 with a score of 8 out of 10. This is, as of now, the most recent BFDIA episode. And it kind of screwed my list a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. I love the idea of this episode, but the execution, not so much to be fair. But the episode still slaps. Here, the final 9 contestants, wow, final 9 already? They have to shrink themselves so they can fit into the birdhouse. You can feel the Carrie writing style in this episode. It's almost palpable. Have I mentioned that I love chaos already? Because this episode is full of it. And the good one too. However, I feel like Pen was a little too obnoxious in this episode. Also, the ending felt a little rushed, like any team could have done that. It also felt like the episode was trying to be larger than it could be. This episode is solid, nonetheless. I will totally rewatch it. With the same score of 8 out of 10, we have BFDIA 9 in 6th place. This one had one of my favorite eliminations of the entire show, not only because I dislike Yellowfish, but also because it explains why Purple Face was in a cage. And even though I despise Purple Face with all of my entire soul, I gotta say that this was his best episode by far. Also because of this scene.
They sure are noisy. Hopefully they're resolving their issues.
Wait, what's all this acid around me? Why is this locked? Let me out! It's so painful!
So edgy. Also, this one was one of the best challenges in BFDIA history, not only because of the deaths, but also because of the interactions between the characters. Like Tennis Ball standing up as an inventor, Pencil recognizing Ice Cube, Ruby wanting sympathy from her team, or Bombi crushing to death Pen. I love killing my friends, although Pin wanting Connie back was cute. I also love this music scene. It's kind of fun. Entering the top 5, we found BFDIA 13 with a score of 9 out of 10. Okay. Where do I start with this episode? Even though this is the only non-competition episode in BFDIA, it was amazing. Seeing the eliminated characters once again was refreshing, and you guess it, funny. Is there a synonym for funny? I'm tired of saying it like every time. Whatever. I myself may not be the biggest fan of fire nor gelatin, but in this episode they were really more entertaining than usual. And my favorite moments of this episode were the coin and pin and fiery and leafy bits. I do not tip them, but those moments were really cute. At the end, I just love this episode. In fourth place, we have BFDI A7 with our last 9 out of 10 episode. This is not only a funny episode to watch, but it also continues the story very nicely. I love the idea of making characters switch to a team just to sabotage it, and to make them the point of the voter. It also makes the team known and really funny to watch since there's only 3 characters on it, which may not seem that little at this point, but back then where there were only 15 characters in total, having a team with only 3 trying to beat the other 12 was a really interesting idea. And really funny too, because yes, I love tennis ball and golfing. I also found the Wow Ranch's prison really hilarious because it didn't need to be that brutal. Like chainsaws, crushers, like what was that? But at the end, it ended up blowing up because they apparently ate a lot of chili peppers and Bombi's powder. Well, whatever. In third place, and with the bronze medal, we have BFDIA 5E with the same score of 9 out of 10. Yeah, this is a classic. I think there won't be a moment more iconic in BFDIA history than seeing Puffball slowly killing her teammates just to get that prize at the finish line. And that Jojo Light 3D scene, mwah! Congratulations to the chef. Could I be putting this higher than it should because it was the last Prehiatus episode? Yes, and I don't care. This episode was BFDIA peak. Emphasis on the was, because I think that there are two modern BFDIA episodes that are just way bigger, if that even is a real word, than BFDIA 5E. Here, with the silver medal, we have BFDIA 14, our first 10 out of 10 episode. Seriously, where do I even begin? Okay, let's calm down. Let's calm down. This episode was unimaginably good. Like, decent elimination, the Lords are back, and they're hosting. Pin can finally tank and move by herself. The challenge is unique and pretty entertaining. The team pairings are the best they could have picked. Evil Evie is back. The other eliminated contestants have more screen time, a new awesome 3D scene, and the cherry on top. Pin finally gets her revenge in the best scene of modern BFDIA and maybe BFDIA as a whole. I don't care if I love Frismart and that Ruby and Book paying up from elimination tore me apart and kill me. This episode is just amazing. And 37 minutes long? Nah. They really cooked with this episode. More episodes like this, chef. Please. But there is no episode better than the one that started it all. Or should I say, continued it all. BFDI AZ doesn't just win for the chalk points of the season coming back, but also for being unbelievably good. And, at least for me, the best episode of BFDIA as for now. With a solid 30-minute duration, this episode not only feels like it actually were a direct continuation of BFDI A5E, aside of the voice changes, of course, but it also ends up being one of the most incredible funny episodes to watch. As I had said before, I love chaos. And not only does this episode brings a lot of chaos with the Freeze-Mart and Goa Punch fight, with both ending stuck in a watery seesaw, but also Evil Leafy returned to torment Team No Name. And by far my favorite scene is where Ice Cube manages to make their team unstuck from the seesaw, and just as Pintle is about to leave, she says that she will consider Ice Cube more as a teammate. And that is just cute. But man, seeing the prosthetic scene with that music simply made my day. Okay, I may just be yapping a lot, and maybe this isn't the best masterpiece ever created. It's just that I wasn't expecting BFDIA to return, and that made me happy. Anyways, I hope you like this tier list. Something. Make sure to subscribe and give a like. Yada yada. And see you next time if I ever come back. Oh, bye.